All right, Hero Comics here, wanting to do some. I need that. I need that. It does look weird, but I need it. Wanting to do. I can do it this way. Get it out of the way here. Yeah, yeah, that'll work. I wanted to do kind of a roll call parody thing where I go through every single character from Concord, playable character in Concord, and the picture, and just talk about what I would name them myself. They have their own names, yes, but I don't really care about their own names. I'm going to use other names. Though GIMP, I have GIMP here because open because I wanted to use my tablet, my drawing tablet, to draw different characters. And that could be a different video. So those different designs I use for them. But I mean, I give you a different video. We'll do the characters first. So I see here. Click on the first one and put it in. And here is normal black girl. That's what I call her. Normal black girl. She's basically the sniper with a robot leg. She was kind of cool, except for the fact that unfortunately she was not very curvaceous, of course, because that's how these four unfortunate DEI pushers like to make games. Like everybody emaciated. It's not cool. It's not right. So she'd be normal black girl. So on to the next, please. On to the next. That'll be this one. Not that one. Okay, that works. I'll call him hockey pads. Hockey pads. Straight up Batman, Jeremy Joss stuff. Hockey pads. He is kind of like a Call of Duty type character. He's a standard infantry guy. He shoots at things. In my opinion, though, he should have two shoulder. He should have two shoulder pieces on instead of just one, because there was an episode. There was a little animated short where you saw him and his friends being shot at, and he got shot in that armor piece. What if he got shot on the other shoulder? Another armor piece, That makes no sense. Get another piece there. That'd be really cool. Be cool for hockey pads. Other than hockey pads, that he's okay. He's kind of okay guy. Standard gameplay style. He was all right. Let's continue on, please. Next one. This one here. Oh, yes. Drax Hulk. They call him Drax Hulk. Yeah, he's a Star Child. He's Drax Hulk because he's gigantic and he has Drax coloring and things like that. He was actually an okay guy. I kind of liked him. He's a big old giant tanky character. I don't think he should have actually had a gun. I really would. I have no problem with if he had no gun and he just punched people. He has skin that he can make as hard as diamonds. So what if he had an ability to charge up? You can charge up and make his skin hard and then charge into gunfire and then start punching at these enemies. It'd be a very different gameplay style. Would be wonderful. Than having everybody shoot guns. It would be really cool. No, he's okay. I'm okay with this guy because he was actually kind of fun too. There were some silly cutscenes with him. So that was nice. Let's go, please. Who's next? This character here. Okay, this girl was some stuff. He's a girl, yeah. This girl was some stuff. Of course, other than the fact that she, of course, is deflated just like any other character from a DEI pushing company. They don't want the girls to have boobs, but that makes no sense because they're girls. But anyway, her outfit was confusing to me because when I first saw it, I assumed she was a scuba diver with a torpedo launcher. She's a flying character with a rocket launcher. So yeah, that's a bit of a problem there. But yeah, in my opinion, she's okay, but she has issues. Definitely. I'll work on her design when I get to the design part. Design video. Yeah. Let's go on to the next character. Who are you? That's Star Lizard. This is Star Lizard. That's what I call him because he's kind of like Star Lord, but he's green. Because he's green. Yeah. He's okay, guys. He's a kind of a cowboy type of character, 6-shooter type guy, and like that. It's very silly and fun. I'm a fan of his. In my opinion, if they had done things way better, they had actually given us, again, a single player campaign. We could choose who we wanted to play as, and we could play as him or somebody else, and we shoot at henchmen and bosses as well as doing extraction missions and whatnot, all kinds of missions. Then things would be way better than they were. Instead of a 5v5 66 shooter, that makes no sense. You're jumping around and shooting at each other. That's all you were doing in the game. knew they were going to try to make this thing be the next Star Wars. I knew they wanted to make something special and epic. The problem is they used live service bullcrap. We're trying to drip feed it to us. And after a bunch of the games that have that, and charging more than those games do, stuff like this don't work. It doesn't work. So, no, it's a waste of characters, waste of designs, waste of time and effort. Because there was cool stuff you could do with these characters if you put them in the right genre. Sorry that you're hanging out, being awesome in his own ways. I don't really have any problems with him at all. He was fun. Next character. Click. This one. Who's this one? Ah, okay. I have huge problems with this character. It's supposed to be a dude, I think. I don't know. With DI pushing games like this, hard to tell with breast and curves, but breast and other curve size. But I think it's supposed to be a dude. I think he's a weird mushroom person, and I'm just like, yeah. Yeah, I would call him Shiitake. That's what I call him. It'd be hilarious. Yeah, no, I'm not really interested in playing as him. So next, no, wrong one. Okay, this is a character what I call a She 3PO. Okay, she basically is a robot that runs around and stuff. She could use an R2 unit or a drone or something different, so it'd be different than R2 unit. But she seemed like an interesting spy character. She basically had a pistol that she could use and run around and stuff like that. And she's dressed pretty well. Kind of androgynous, of course. But still, she was actually kind of interesting. I saw that little animated feature. She was kind of cool. Kind of hacker character too, so yeah, there's some fun stuff they could do with her, and of course she'd be great in a single player game. Maybe they'll put her in one. I don't know, because that'd be awesome. Next character. Oh damn. Okay, LeVar Burton. It's LeVar Burton as kind of a cowboy something, a rifleman. He's actually okay too. He's kind of a cool guy. Just hanging out, trying to keep Two-Tone Girl, the little animated short, he was trying to keep Two-Tone Girl from getting shot at by the guys that shot at the hockey pads, hit hockey pads on the shoulder, So, yeah, he's a pretty cool guy, his design's not bad. And it's interesting how the male's designs are not bad, but the female designs are horrible, for the most part. That's very interesting how that works with DI pushing games like this. Next. Who's next? Yep. It's Two-Tone. Two-Tone, that's what I call her. Her name is Itzy, which is a really weird name, but Two-Tone, I call her Two-Tone because her face is two tones. Yeah, she seems to be kind of the best proportioned of any female character because she is a little skinny, agile, teleporting character. Runs around, shoots at things, and teleports and stuff. So yeah, she's kind of cool. But yeah, she's a little gnarly. She does look a little gnarly, but she is one of the cutest characters, female characters in the whole game. But yeah, again, more cool stuff you could have done with a single player game. Not all offline, but single player. As I say, single player offline because that's how games used to be. You basically would buy the game and just play it till it's completed, and then you could go to the next game. And now they have, there's some things about being online that can be really cool. On Psychonauts 2, I believe. It's a single player game, but there's an online element, at least to the point of the developers being able to download patches to improve the game. So yeah, that's what they did with Psychonauts 2. There was like some weird glitch or some weird thing that they were able to patch out. So having an online connection is not bad. It's not a bad thing to have for a single player game. So it's not bad, but single player game would have been nice with her because she could be an interesting character by herself or as part of a team or something. Run around and do stuff. Again, more characters that have different abilities would be great to see, even though they look really weird. Next character. Who's next? It's Hamar. AKA normal Chinese girl. Normal Asian girl. I don't know Chinese. Normal Asian girl. She's a normal Asian girl. I don't think she should have had a gun because you see in the opening, the introductory cutscene, trailer of the game, she could use fire. She could use firepower. She had firepower. She could basically throw out trails of fire and things at enemies and stuff. So I think she should not have a gun. She should just throw a fire. So yeah, I'll talk about her. What design I'd like to give her. Uh, that's like not bad from a female standpoint, from a standpoint of being recognized as female, and also being not not bad looking, But yeah, if she's going to be all covered up, then there needs to be different ways. There are different ways you can deal with that. So I'll talk about that on my redesign video. Yes. Although Hey Mari seems to be okay for the most part. You. Where are you? Oh, yes. This is Imari. I call her Snoo Snoo because she's gigantic. She's a giant woman, like one was from Futurama. And the issue with me is the DEI bullcrap was strong here because this is not a woman's chest, large woman's chest. This is a normal man, large man's chest. I think she might have been gender swapped at the last second. That's what I'm thinking what happened here. But whatever the case is, she is definitely very, very yeah, there's some issues here. I will talk about when I redesign her in my redesign video. Yeah, she is a tank, a tank with a nice machine, minigun, and you would basically use that minigun to mow down infantry and take hits from, while the armor takes hits from infantry and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely an interesting type of character, but yeah, definitely just too small. Continue on here. Who is next on the list? You have this girl here. The grandma. Yes, he's a grandma. They call Duchess. Duchess is not a bad name. She is one of the best characters, in my opinion. The best looking female characters in the whole game. Yes, no, it doesn't matter. I'm cool with her being a granny because at least she is still kind of cute, so that's okay. She has a gun. But she has magic too. She makes magical barriers and stuff. It's really cool. I saw that in a little animated vignette, a little animated short. She had gun. She had a gun. She was able to make magical barriers, temporary blocking and stop enemies and stuff like that. I don't know. So yeah, it was really weird. That again, why not lead with your best looking characters? Why have these weird ones? You lead the lead stuff, and it's just like it's weird. Again, having her be part of a team in a single player game would have been wonderful. Hopefully maybe they'll do that someday. Let's go. Who's next? This one. Yeah. Chubby Hispanic dude. Looks like Dora's cousin here. Okay. Doll, he's called. Dora's cousin, that's all him. Doll is one of the most crazily designed characters, in my opinion, because of one specific issue. He's supposed to be a healer. He's a medic. And look what he's dressed in. He has a blue coat. And so like that. And he's like giant hip waders and stuff. He looks like he's a swamp scientist. They give him a two-handed weapon. That was weird to me. But they should have given him a white coat so he could know he's a healer. Even if you don't like the Red Cross, at least give him a white coat. Stuff like that. It's really, really weird. But they decided to do that. But yeah, he's unrecognizable. I think people were just ignoring him because he didn't know who he was until someone played as him and was like, oh, this guy throws upside healing stuff. It's really sad. But yeah, Dora's cousin hanging out. Being gigantic, but not dressed right. Next character. This one. Okay. Yeah, this girl looks like she works with Dora's cousin. Squarehead. It's one of the weirdest helmets I've ever seen. Even weirder than the torpedo, swimming torpedo girl. It's just, she looks like she hangs out with the scientist dude. At least she has a jetpack, But that square helmet is just so weird, I don't understand why they even went with this design. But yeah, it's really cool. Again, in a game, she'd be really cool in either her own game or something else, a single player game or something. Again, there's so many things they could do, and I hope that they do them. Single player games, given their own, like say it was the MCU where they got their own movies first. So you get to know them. At least have one movie of their backstory and get to know them before they join a team. Why not give these characters each a game of their own so that they could do their own thing and then be like, yeah, now we get to be a team. That'll be better. You can understand what's going on with that helmet. Really, really weird. Next is you. Oh, this girl. Okay, Whoopi Goldberg's cousin, Shaka Khan or Foxy Brown, based off a transgender singer. One of the best looking girls in the whole entire game. So a transgender singer who's a dude. So it's really sad that way. But, it's like what I call her. That's what I would call her. Shaka Khan or Foxy Brown or Whoopi Goldberg. I think someone compared her to Whoopi Goldberg or Thugnificent or something like from Boondocks. I don't really know that character that well, but I do know Whoopi Goldberg. I do know some stuff over there. So a little bit of Foxy Brown, I think. A little bit of something. So yeah. Again, I have no problem with older characters, but you gotta do it right. So you throw knives. That would be cool too. That's an interesting idea. Again, for another character, it could be their own character. So in their own game or something. It'd be great. Let's see what happens next. What are you? Oh, my favorite design of the whole group. Yeah, One Off. That's the real name. I call him. Traffic barrel. Trash can man. He's actually really well designed. Again, will make a great character in his own game. He's also very silly and fun. I'm a huge fan of his. Just to have him hang out and vacuum things or whatever and shoot at things and blow things up. That was really cool. And the problem is his attack was weird. He would blow air or suck air from the surrounding area. But I think the blowing was weird because you basically have to focus the blowing on, and maybe as they run by, eventually they fall over. Their health will deplete and they fall over. But he's blowing air at them. Wouldn't that blow them away? This character is slow. One of the slowest, most lumbering characters. I saw his gameplay. He's very slow and lumbering, but he has the ability to shoot, blow air out through his vacuum blaster or whatever it is. Shouldn't it be like so super powerful, so they can actually keep people away from him, so they can't hurt him so easily? It'll make more sense. Again, he can definitely use his own game, so he'll get one. So I think that's all the characters in the Concord. I think it looks like it. Let's see here. This is before. I gotta find the not in before. But yeah, Concord. That's the end of Concord. Of me trying to key art. Oops. All right. Okay. Concord. That's the end of the Concord. Me renaming Concord characters. The next video, I'll be trying to redesign Concord characters. So I show off what I wanted to, what I'd like to see with them. But yeah, next time check me out on YouTube and DeviantArt. Yeah, what a waste.